Right, hello and welcome to the Fabulous Food Finds guided tasting that goes along with this year's spring tasting box. The tasting box, if you haven't had one before, because we have got a few newbies, is my way of in real life sharing the finds that I come across through my work with the Good Food Show and as a judge for things like the Great Taste Awards and Quality Food Awards. And lots of small producers keep in touch with me because they know that I can help them expand their network, introduce them to kind of foodies and like important foodie people. So I sometimes kind of will connect people up and it helps them grow their business. And I love the fact that actually you guys enjoy these products kind of in your own homes, in your own kitchens, and actually, you know, you're the ideal people that brands that I put into the box really want to meet. So if you like giving feedback, then that is always welcome. And actually this box, I've done something new in the paperwork. So I created, so this is like, normally you just get a little welcome letter. And this is a little QR code for anyone. Obviously you're here already, but that has a link to join this guided tasting. And then on the back I've done a little notes, so if you want to use that while you're tasting, it's just a way you can kind of refer back. So you can put the name, like what you think of it while you're tasting, and any kind of notes that you might want to make, and then you can refer back to it. Obviously I'd create this kind of what I call a menu. I don't know if that's a menu or not, but it's basically a list of all the products. The QR codes on these, like, so if you wanted to go and look at their website, or if you really wanted to like buy something after the session, you can use this QR code and go and do that, and that shows all the products on there. Now I am going to say it right now, really annoyingly for her and for me, but Sarah from Pockets Pickles sent these products to arrive last Wednesday, and they got stuck in the post, and I was waiting and waiting, and I was like, are they going to come? And my dad was telling me, you can't wait any longer, and so we had to pack them on Friday. And then I kept them all open, all the boxes, I didn't seal them up, waiting until Saturday, and then they still didn't arrive. So I had to send them without. And then on Monday, just as I'd sent them out the door with the postman, they arrived. So it will be going into your summer box. And I'll make sure that, you know, you get all the products that you would normally get in your summer box, but the Pockets Pickles Piccalilli, which I'm not sure where I've put it now, will be going into that box. So don't think, you've missed it or I've forgotten it. It just didn't arrive in time, so I'm really sorry about that. So how things are going to work tonight, I'm going to introduce you to each of the products. If you've waited to open your box with me tonight, thank you so much. I would totally not wait if it was me, because I couldn't I really couldn't wait a few days to do it. So yeah, David up there, I don't blame you at all. And you know, some people can't attend these tastings, but if you can, it's a really good way to kind of like connect with some of the brands. Like we've got one of the makers coming, but I've got a few videos from people. One of the companies was going to try and be here, but she had a phone stolen in Paris, which is really upsetting. But what I try to do, if I haven't managed to do it on this live call, I get videos from them. So I'll play a really short video in the call, so then we can talk about it. And then I can put that into the Facebook group as well. If you're not in the Facebook group, it's a really small group of people that kind of like, you know, after the session, you can say, oh, what was this? And oh, I don't know how to cook with this, or I need some recipe ideas. And you can share pictures of things that you've like, of things that you've created with the recipes. And I think it's a really nice way of kind of, you know, there's no judgment or anything like that. It doesn't have to be amazing. It's just like really nice to share inspiration. And you know, one of the reasons why I don't share lots on social media is just like I think people expect it to be really polished and like great pictures and things, and actually most of my food at home doesn't look that great, isn't really that exciting. And it's things like, and this is why most of the things I pick are things that probably they can be, if you're a really, really keen cook, then yes, great, but also like things to just kind of like jazz up midweek meals, that kind of thing. So and just add flavor when actually sometimes it's, you know, time and effort and mess in the kitchen making that creates flavor. And I have an aversion to having to clean up after myself. I'm a really messy cook as well. Cool. Right. So where shall we start? We will start with Shimak because I've spotted these guys. I see a little Remy in there. Little hello, little child up there. Hello. How you doing? That's the youngest fabulous food finder. I think you're definitely the youngest one. Right, so Shimak, we've got 3 pouches. Now I was going to bring down, to save mess, the unopened ones of these. I'm going to have to be really careful juggling these. So I had to choose between getting 1 bottle of this, or I could get 3 of these pouches for the same price. So I thought, hey, this is a tasting box. You guys want to taste as much as you can. So this brand is Ireland based, and it's a fried chicken restaurant in Dublin, and that's how it started. They've got a couple of other outlets now, and basically it's Sophie and Garrett. They went over to Korea for like a family wedding, and kind of fell in love with the concept of Shimak, which is, I don't really, excuse me if I don't pronounce things properly, but it's basically chicken and beer. So that's the kind of like eating of fried chicken and beer. And obviously Korean fried chicken is huge over here now, and I just absolutely love Korean flavors. So these are 3 of the sauces. So basically in COVID times, when they couldn't serve in the restaurant, people were like, oh, we need your sauce. And also, you know, they weren't making any money, so they were kind of like, well, let's, you know, let's bottle our sauces, let's do something. So they started doing that. So you've got 3 here. So the one that I see in shops and think, oh my gosh, it looks amazing, is the sriracha caramel. And that's the one that kind of I really fell in love with, because that whole the sweet and spicy trend is really on. I don't, if you don't want to open this now because you want to save it, I totally understand. I mean, you could then decant it into like a jar or something like that and save it. But I did really want you to be able to try 3. So this one is like really, really sweet because from the caramel, and then it's got the gorgeous kind of like garlic and soy flavors. It's quite a runny sauce. So you can, obviously you could do fried chicken and then in like an air fryer or however you want to do it, and then coat it in this and then crisp it up again. But you can also, they're suggesting like salmon and sriracha caramel in an air fryer, so just bake it like as you would with sweet chili sauce. Put some sesame seeds on top. What else do they say to do with this? Great with pork, chicken, fish, tofu, all sorts, but it's just really sweet. It's got a really gentle chili heat to it. All of these, none of these are too hot. And I love the branding. It's really, really cute. They sell these in Selfridges now, so they've got quite a nice listing. But they've got on the front there is like a barbecue, and they've got like skewers and things like that. So loads you can do with it. Then you've got a Korean stir fry sauce, which it's got like the flavors of gochujang, which I use quite a lot. There's a recipe. Once you've run out of these, or if you want to buy them again, I make a Korean barbecue sauce type thing from Good Food magazine, and it's these it's for chicken wings, but I do it with thighs, and it's basically brown sugar, sesame oil, they've got gochujang paste, and that's almost it, like some ginger, and it just makes the most amazing, like sweet, smoky, kind of umami filled sauce. I don't have a Korean stir fry in my box. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Do you not have 3 pouches? Fail.
Korean barbecue and sriracha caramel, but don't have the Korean stir fry.
I'm going to blame my dad for that one. I will note that down and I will send it to you in your summer box. I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, but that one again, kind of go to Good Food Magazine as well, make that recipe. So they say just chicken, peppers, onions, just make a really nice stir fry with that one. What else has it got in it? Yeah, just that kind of sweet, spicy, bit of chili, umami, Korean stir fry. And then the last one is the Korean barbecue. And that suggests you do it with wings, but you could obviously do it with anything. Crispy wings in an air fryer are amazing. That's the best way, I think, to cook them. So it just intensifies the heat around them, makes them really, really crispy. So you can marinate them in this, cook them, and then coat them with it again in the end. But yeah, I love these. I love the branding. I just think they're really good. So when you try them, tell me what you think. But yeah, and I just, yeah, I would love your feedback. And I think they're going to grow bigger. Like I think they're in some of the bigger retailers in Ireland, and then over here they'll probably go. So ones to watch. They're also interested in coming to the Good Food Show, so hopefully they will be there as well. So that's Chumac, and that was the lady Sophie that got her phone stolen in Paris, sadly. So yeah, she couldn't do a live. Right, so that is Chumac. So I'm gonna skip the two. I'm going by my little order on here, and I'm gonna just skip the sweet things, and I'm gonna go to the Dust Bros. So you might have met these at the Good Food Show, and I hope because they came on stage with me and they were part of my marketplace. They did like brilliantly at the show, and I just absolutely loved this gnarly garlic. So I am going to hopefully play you a little message from Dan, who is the chef behind this. Now, this is the first time I've done this on my new laptop. So I'm gonna fail at this, aren't I? Why did I not do this beforehand? Window, right, let's get a new window open. Let's see if this comes up. Now downloads. Sorry about this. I'm a bit I was getting really organized earlier. So we want this one. There we go. I just have to be careful I don't share to. Can we see James down there? Let's try it.
Hi guys, it's Dan from Dust Bros. We're an all-natural seasoning company based down in Kent, and we hand blend each of the spices ourselves with absolutely zero additives, no fillers, no anti-caking agents. They're all low salt. Any sugar used is coconut sugar, so we use nothing refined. So they're an all-natural blend, which really sort of packs a punch, and it just doesn't need to be in there. So tonight we're trying our gnarly garlic, which is probably one of our most popular dusts, to be fair. There's 7 in the range, but this one seems to always kind of outsell everything. I feel like everyone kind of loves garlic, right? Myself included. So what makes this really special, well, what we think is there's 2 different kind of types of garlic in there, and they're blended at a different coarseness to really kind of elevate that flavor. If you have a smell of it, you really get that kind of garlicky, kind of punchy kind of flavor. Whereas we found a lot of these other dry rubs that say they're garlic, you just don't really get the garlickiness. I mean, I use this now instead of slicing garlic. So really, really versatile. Also, there's a little touch of nutmeg in there, which actually elevates the garlic. So it actually brings out more of that garlic flavor. So that's what we've done there. A little bit of some onion in there, a bit of salt and pepper, and a few herbs just to kind of really elevate that. So that's basically, my house has now become kind of the salt I use on pretty much everything. It's really nice mixed with the mayo, which I'm sure you're trying now. Kind of make a quick, sorry, losing my words, get like an aioli kind of vibe going on. Also makes really nice garlic butters. I like to cook a steak, just cook the steak plain, literally as it comes off, sprinkle the garlic all over it, knob of butter, let it just rest for about 5 minutes, and absolutely perfect, beautiful garlic butter on a steak. Add it to your mashed potatoes, any sort of pasta sauce or anything like that you're trying to do. You can really kind of, well, just don't need to cut garlic anymore. You just literally, I just chuck a teaspoon of this in, or a tablespoon, depending on how garlicky I kind of want something. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy, and I'm so sorry I couldn't be there in person tonight on the call. But yeah, I'm sure you're in, well, I know you're in safe hands, and Katie's taking good care of you guys, and I hope you enjoy your evening. Thank you so much.
Oh, right. Close window. Back. There. You did see that, right? I was thinking someone will tell me if that's not working. Cool, thanks. So yeah, do you know what's really awful? There's a Dan and there's a James, and in my head I can't see which one's which. So I think that was Dan. Did he say it was Dan? Okay. Yes. Yay. Okay, cool. It's really awful, isn't it? I'm like, on my WhatsApp it's James or Dan, which that's really rude. Anyway, so if you're not opening this yet, so this is the Dust Bros, and if you did open it, it's a gorgeous garlic smell, and it's kind of, I think sometimes with garlic powder and garlic granules, it can smell and taste really artificial. It's really gorgeous, kind of fresh garlic flavor. It was really, really popular at the show. I love this one. This is the one at home because I've got most of the range. I do like a Mexican one and a barbecue, a lemon one, and I've used this one the most. Yeah, has anyone tried this in their cooking yet? Just tried it now. Yeah, that's the best way to taste. If you want to just taste it now, you can lick your finger. I'm gonna probably regret this, but we're always looking for yeah, really good. I love the kind of like salt, garlic. You got some heat from the garlic as well there. And I really like that they've used that nutmeg, it kind of like a sweet kind of vibe to it. Yeah, really like that. You can just make you got chicken Kiev kind of flavors, haven't you? So you could just put that on a chicken breast and not have to kind of add anything to get that flavor. Obviously, if you want to add butter, whatever, just put it through the butter. But yeah, I really like those. Yeah, and they'll be at the Good Food Show Summer. So in the Fabulous Food Farms Marketplace, once again, they get one chance, 1 year of being able to be under my umbrella at the show. So they'll be there again. Really good guys, and he's the chef. So like he, has a wealth of kind of inspiration. I need to have a drink. So I've got garlic powder stuck in my throat. Right, so next one, we're going to stick to this order. Actually, I'm not going to stick to the order. I'm going to go, actually I will. Go on. So the next one is Harrington's dressing, and this has been around for quite a while, but it's kind of like almost like a cult kind of secret. Like people that know about it absolutely love it. My bottle's all scraped up. I've had it a while. But before you consider tasting it, you've got to shake it. Now, the reason why I know about these guys, so the guys behind Dust Bros, James and Dan, bought this company from an older lady. I don't know how many years ago it was because they're down in Kent, but basically they are, so this is part of their business. So they sent me these to try as well. And I just love it. And I literally, I've drunk that much of it just from a spoon because it's so tasty. But give it a shake. And it's going to be the same guy again, so Dan, but he recorded another video of him of talking about this. So it's really useful to hear. I know it's not meeting them in person, but they're the kind of experts. So I'm going to play you his story. I should know how to do this by now, shouldn't I? Downloads. Hang on. That one. There we go. He's back.
Hi guys, me again. I'm here to talk about another one of our brands, which is Harrington's Benetton sauce. So this is spectacular. This is something very special, very unique. It was actually created by a lady named Sally Harrington. She used to cater weddings, and she came up with this dressing that she used to use. And it became so popular back then that everyone in the small village of Benetton, which is why it's named Benetton sauce, it's a little village in Kent, that she should bottle it and start selling it. And it has, well, to say, it's got a cult following. The people that like it, you know, everyone that tries it and loves it, they're just addicted to it. And, you know, we've had people that have ordered this for their kids that go up to uni. We've had people that order it so they can take it to Lanzarote to their English friends that have then moved there and they can't get it there. So yeah, it's a really unique kind of sauce. And what I do recommend is you really need to shake it, and then shake it some more. You want it to kind of really go into that kind of almost like a caramelly sort of brown color. But when it pours, it's quite thick. Sorry, I should have shaken this before we started, but you kind of really want it that kind of thick kind of color there. And you're going to get nani flavors. You're going to get rich from this dark sort of soy in there, tomato, malt vinegar, bit of apple cider vinegar. You've got some onion and yes, garlic, lots and lots of garlic. Again, garlic. Everything with garlic is good. But we recommend to try this either straight out the bottle, just onto a spoon, or you could dip it if you have any lettuce leaves lying around. I mean, it is meant to be a salad dressing, but this is beautiful on cheese on toast. Use it with potatoes, use it with steak, use it as a side sauce, put it in your bacon sandwiches. As you taste it, you'll kind of see what I mean. Super versatile, works really well with eggs as well. But yeah, so if you even some bread, you could dip it in that. But yeah, as you try it, you'll realize how versatile it is. And it is just, well, as it says, it is strangely addictive. And yes, super, super good. Again, if you want to know more about this, you can search it on the website, which is www.harringtonfoods.co.uk. Find out loads more about it. We also have another one in the range as well, Quiddity, which is kind of a sweet English dressing. So yeah, you can learn a lot more about that on the website. And I hope you enjoy. And yeah, let us know your feedback. Great. Cheers, guys.
I love the bit when he shook it. You had to shake it. Yeah. What do we think about? Do we like it? It's very sweet. It's probably quite naughty, isn't it?
I think it's my new addiction.
Straight from the spoon. Just
Yep.
like,
No salad needed.
yeah, I know. That's what I thought. Anyone else? Oh, have you got bread with it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tasty.
It is.
I agree. We've got some sourdough bread with it. Just cut some of that up.
Ooh.
Lovely.
It is nice.
Yeah. No, very nice. I'm impressed with that.
Yeah, I like that.
Anyone else? No. Yeah, I've not got further than kind of like eating it just literally from a spoon because it's got everything, hasn't it? It's like sweet, it's salty. I think I'm picking up coriander in there, like fresh, not coriander like seed, but like fresh coriander. But I don't know if that's just my taste buds after the garlic as well. But yeah, really, really good. Just yeah, salads, all those things that he'd suggested. Like really happy with that. So yeah, that's Harrington's. And if you Google it, it comes up. When I first searched for it, there's a pet food company called Harrington. So make sure you get the Harrington Foods. That's the non-pet food. I also have to say, because I'm not really that into mustard, I feel a bit bad, but I haven't tried this one yet, the Quiddity one. So I should probably do that, shouldn't I, and tell you how that one tastes as well. So this is going to be at the Good Food Show as well, which is really good news. And I guess this is it. Like the lady Sally Harrington, obviously, like she had a brilliant product. It takes a lot to kind of sell it and get two places to sell these things. So obviously James and Dan creating Dust Bros brand, you know, they're great at creating that. And once they start like selling, like getting listings in like retailers and things like that, it gets easier. So they've kind of, you know, been able to distribute this better. So hopefully, you know, the legacy of Sally's Harrington's dressing will live on through these guys as well. So let's try this. As I said, I don't really love mustard. It's mustardy. But yeah, really sweet. Nice, actually, if you like mustard. Kind of just a, I don't know, if you love the Benedon's one, it might be worth trying this one as well, but I think the Benedon one is definitely the one for me because it's got everything. And this is kind of, well, it's vinegar, it's rapeseed oil, sugar, malt vinegar, mustard powder, salt and pepper. So it's quite simple, but one for the mustard lovers. So that's Harrington's salad dressing. And again, if you figure something out that to do with this that maybe none of us have thought about, please do share it in the Facebook group. Or if you don't fancy being sociable like that, just email me and I'll put it in there because it's really good to share these ideas. Cool. So that's Harrington's. Now, next one. This is a bit of a Korean vibe. I didn't mean to do this, but I spotted this brand, Miss Kim, and I absolutely fell in love. You've also got the bag. Let me just grab one. Where have I put it? I've hidden it. Someone's taken it. My child probably swiped it. But you've got a bag from them, a beautiful bag, and two of their products. So this is Miss Kim, and it's a brand new company, so they literally launched this January, and their aim is to bring like authentic, like Korean made snacks that make them accessible over here, and just make them beautiful as well, make them really well made, like the best ingredients. So these are lotus root crisps, and they're boogats. I've probably got that pronunciation wrong, but I did Google it beforehand, so forgive me if it's wrong. But the lady Hee Jing was an art curator, loves food, and loves the idea, she's like UK based, and loves the idea of bringing like really authentic Korean food and to the UK. And we kind of agreed that sometimes like we have a Korean supermarket in Norwich, and I go in there and it's literally just so overwhelming for my brain, like because everything looks pretty similar. It's quite hard to navigate. Nothing really kind of stands out. I don't know. I mean, I'm not always swung by beautiful branding, but it really does help. You know, it shows you what it is, kind of gives you an idea of what it is as well. Delicately sweet and crunchy crisps. So they are fried lotus roots, and I will open these ones. And they are coated in dry sticky rice powder as well. So they've got like a really gorgeous sweetness. But look how beautiful they are. So if you were serving like Korean fried chicken with rice, you could put a few of these kind of on the side to make it look absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to try this. So they've got a really lovely rich sweetness, slight saltiness, a bit of a kind of umami vibe to them. And at first you think, well, these really aren't that exciting, but actually after you've kind of swallowed it, you've got that lovely, you're kind of left with a lingering sweetness, and you kind of almost just want to go back for more, even though, yeah, kind of very subtle flavor. So they're lovingly crafted by a Korean food grandmaster. So what does it say as well? Traditional temple food used for meditation. So really traditional, kind of lots of heritage involved in like all the things that they do, and a natural source of fiber and gentle nutrition. Behold the rare and beautiful lotus root crisp. It emerges ready to enlighten eaters with its ever so light and pleasingly clean crunch. A gift for solo nibblers and social butterflies. Very cute. But yeah, so there's a bit of onion in there as well. As I said, ground rice, a bit of sugar, and a bit of sea salt. They're gluten-free, they're vegan. Yeah, so the flavor is kind of still there. I don't know if anyone else is getting that kind of you tried one and it's almost, I don't know, it carries on. So yes, so that's her lotus root crisps. And I'm sure Selfridges are going to stock those because they're so gorgeous. And then you've got these mini, let me see, Nurungi. I'm sure that is how to pronounce it. Nurungi. So they are little mini rice, kind of toasted rice crisps. So we'll open those up. These are little mini ones, but you can get kind of a bigger bag where they're about that big. So you can obviously just snack on these. They are just cooked rice, sea salt, and then just some rice bran oil. So really pure. So they'd have them with wine, or you could top them with like salmon and avocado. So it's almost like a sushi kind of base. So whatever you'd have with sushi, you've got that kind of like rice cracker. These ones are maybe a little bit small for that. Crumble up for croutons, so you can have them like floating in soups or kind of just to add crunch really. They're really, really crunchy.
We haven't got any of those in our box.
I think my dad's trying to sabotage the tasting boxes. I'm sorry.
All right.
I will write a note now. So cha, a Korean one, a Korean stir fry, and yours is the Nurungi. How would I have not done that? Rice crackers. So sorry.
Okay.
I was probably thinking about, the packets are gorgeous. Probably thinking about not getting the pockets pickles. Yeah, really, really gorgeous. I love rice. Like, I think it's just really plain rice. Sometimes I'm really boring with my with what I eat, and I can literally, like, when it's really good rice. So I think I bought a little kind of 2 to 3 portion rice cooker. It's Nigella Lawson wrote it. It's like this tiny little thing, but just jasmine rice in a rice cooker. It's just so good, and I just love the simplicity of them. I think they're really tasty. Yeah, gorgeous branding as well. Thumbs up to those. Yeah. Sorry, punchy. So that's Miss Kim. Let's see who else we've got on here. So we have got, just going to make sure I'm not missing special guest. We have got someone that's going to join us live, but she is yogaing. So when she arrives, we will bring her in. Cool. So let's go to the next one. So we have, actually, let's go to Sorcerer. So the Sorcerer, if you have seen these guys before, they're in lots of, they've never been to a Good Food show, despite me trying to get them there. So this one's wrapped up. I'll tell you a little insider knowledge. So hopefully it's arrived safely, but this is the thing that was wrapped in your box. And that wrapping, I choose that wrapping because it's supposed to be really good, like as a bubble wrap. And you've got to stretch it before you wrap it. But my dad doesn't do that. But I'm so close to losing him as help for packing my boxes that I can't say, please, Dad, stretch it, because he might just up and go, and then I have no help at all. Yeah, So you stretch it, and it protects the jar. But if you just wrap it as it is, it doesn't really help. But hopefully it's arrived, because I couldn't tell my dad off for not stretching it far enough. It's not, I can see loads of them haven't been stretched, have they? I'm turning a blind eye. Anyway, so the Sorcerer, so he does loads of pasta sauces, and he does like a truffle one, and I think I've overdone truffle a little bit. Some people like it, some people it's a bit divisive. And there's like a vodka one, so there's like a just really great pizza sauces. His mum had a French mum and like a I think an Italian dad, and she just like loved cooking. So he was taught to cook really early age, and actually loving really great ingredients. So all of his products are kind of best quality ingredients, no nasties in them, anything like that. So I went for the pizza sauce because this time of year it's about time to get the pizza oven out, and selfishly I like a good homemade pizza, and actually I often get the Muti pizza sauce, which is really good, like in the tins. But I'm always open to trying new ones, and this sounded really, really good. So they, it's basically a collaboration with Pizza Rover, and I haven't heard of them. They've got one chain in. I think they've got 4 branches in Bristol, and then one recently in London. But it's supposed to be like really, really, really great pizza. So he's kind of joined up with them to create this pizza sauce. So as I said, no nasties in it or anything like that. It's literally tomatoes, garlic, a bit of demerara sugar for sweetness to kind of counteract the acidity in the tomatoes, salt, olive oil, and then oregano. So I have here's one I made earlier. We had pizza tonight, lots of cheese on it. The kids had it, I had some as well. I bought some like sourdough pizza bases from Tesco, cheated, but in the summer I try to make my own dough, or get Northern Dough Co. I don't know if you've seen their like frozen pizza dough balls. They're really, really good. And again, they're preservative free because they're frozen. They're really, really nice. So this, if you have a sniff, it's super, super tomatoey. If you taste it, it's really just, you get that fresh tomato, and then that's balanced with the kind of oregano, that little bit of garlic, and just that little bit of olive oil as well. So it makes a really, really good pizza sauce. And that sweetness, I think, is really important as well. So Tim, I use great balls of flour to make my pizza dough. What are they, dough balls?
No, so it's just the actual flour, and then you add the water, and you do it all at home, and then you just let it rise and all of that.
Great ball. Okay. So how's that different from just using any flour or a pizza flour? Or is that what it is? Is it just pizza flour that's meant for making pizza with?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, always looking to, I'm not super, super strict, but wherever we can kind of cut out preservatives and make ourselves without making too much mess, then I'm happy to do that. We are going to meet Tim quickly. Should I start again every time? I'm like, how do I not know what I'm doing here? Sorry. There we go. So Tim's, just a really quick hello from him. He's going out for dinner, so he couldn't. Let's share that. There we go. This is Tim from the Sorcerer. He is the Sorcerer.
Hi guys, my name's Tim, and I make the pasta sauce and pizza sauces that are in your Fabulous Finds box. So the reason they're slightly more special than the other sauces are they are full of flavour, all natural, and a little bit special, usually a little collaboration. So the pizza sauce is a collaboration with Pizza Rover down in Bristol. They've got 4 amazing pizzerias, and they've actually just opened one in London. So fill your boots, enjoy, and there's a little discount code in the bottom you'll find in the Facebook group. So use that if you want to get your hands on some more of the sauces. and can't wait to hear what you guys think.
Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Close window. I've lost you. Can you hear me now? Sorry. I must have just closed everything down. Anyone would think that I've never done this before. I've never done this for nearly 5 years, but I have got a new laptop, so sorry. Cool. So that is the pizza. And if you're not into pizza, just try it on, it could be a really lovely pasta sauce. And has anyone been to a Pizza Rover or seen them? No, I suppose unless you're Bristol or London. I don't know where in London. Prepare the dough, top with your sauce, chuck in the pizza slice, serve piping hot. But yeah, it's little things like this that I love, that are kind of, easy every day. You're going to use them. Yeah, so I'd like your feedback on these. And I do have a discount code for those. I've got a discount code for the Sorcerer, well, ask me before you want to buy any. Ask me if we can get a discount code, and I'm sure if I ask that they'll give one. So yeah, if you want to buy any, let me know. Cool. So that was the Sorcerer, and we will move on. We haven't got Lucy, are you here?
Hello. Yeah.
Hey, sorry.
No, I was trying to join the wrong call and I realised very late.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
I'm a bit behind as well. Hello.
I will blame my new laptop on that. Yeah, sorry. We're here now. Why are you showing me the Harrington's dressings? Oh, you're holding it up. Sorry, Kath and Tanya. I thought you were showing me something. Sorry. Cool. Lucy, hello. Sorry. Lucy is from OMG. So I'll put it in my version of a macaroni cheese. So we've gone through most of the products in the box. So find your lovely OMG magnesium water. And I'm going to let lovely Lucy. So Lucy and I first met working on a trade show together. So Lucy used to work for a big trade exhibition called IFE, the International Food Exhibition. And she was looking after lots of small producers, kind of like I did for the Good Food Show as well. So we kept in touch, and then you've kind of jumped ship from a big thing and gone for a single brand that you're kind of working with now. So I'd love it if you could tell us more about OMG.
Yeah, happily. I'm going to apologise. I've got a bit of a dodgy voice. There's colds going around London. Everyone seems to can't seem to shake it. But like Katie said, I'm part of Team OMG. So currently there's actually only 4 of us in the business. So we're a very small team. It first launched back in 2022. But what we do is a sparkling magnesium water. So the cans you guys will have is a peach and rosemary with ashwagandha. There's only a trace amount of ashwagandha in there. So the main taste you're going to kind of get are going to be the peach and the rosemary. But the kind of ethos behind our drinks is they are completely natural. There's no added sugar, no sweeteners, no calories. It's simply sparkling water, 100 milligrams of magnesium, and also natural fruit extracts. So it's very clean label. That's really important to us, that there's no added stuff that you need. You don't need, that would be. And kind of where this all came from really is our 2 founders. Georgina, the lady, her dad studied magnesium back in the 80s. And he is a nutritionist, so he was looking at mineral depletion in the soil. I could bore you for days because I love this stuff, but I won't do that. But essentially, he found out that our foods aren't as rich in magnesium anymore, and our bodies really need magnesium to function, and we can't make it, so we need it from our food. So there's a big problem in the UK, and I'm sure much of the world now, where we aren't getting as much magnesium as we need. And we really need it for things like stress reduction, like anything to do with your brain. Magnesium is linked with it. Recovery, hydration, it's really vital in your body. So they wanted to make it more accessible, more enjoyable, and kind of a nice way for people to get more magnesium in their daily lives. So OMG has 100 milligrams of triple magnesium to really try and make it as absorbable as possible. And yeah, that's kind of where we are today. We're trying to get out to more spaces in London, and trying to really educate people on why magnesium can help you. For me, I find it's been best with recovery. I do a lot of running and kind of rehydrating, but also sleep. I'm not a very good sleeper, and I've been drinking these every evening, and suddenly I sleep like a little baby all the way through the night. So maybe if you try it, I hope this might help. But yeah, I don't know if anyone has any questions. That's kind of a whistle stop.
Anyone? You've got the blackcurrant one there.
Yes, I
That's
have.
the one that I've opened as well, which is gorgeous. And I actually didn't, I know I really should, but I really didn't realize that magnesium was that important. And I'd bought my kid some gummies, but you know, there's probably loads of crap in with those as well. So, and then I forget to keep taking them because there's no like instant kind of reaction.
Yeah.
But these are gorgeous. I've got the whole range. Do you want to tell us which other flavors there are?
Yeah, of course. So we've got 5 flavors. We've got blackcurrant and vitamin C. We've got the peach and the rosemary, which you guys have. That's actually my favorite. Katie showcasing them. Thank you. I haven't been that prepared. We've got pineapple and grapefruit with vitamin D. Then there's also a still, like a plain sparkling water. It's the blue can, which just tastes like sparkling water if you don't really like flavors. And we've also got the raspberry and lemon balm as well. It's currently out of stock, which is a shame because I love that one.
What are they? Well, I mean, where do you produce the range? Like, is that?
Yeah, so it's all canned in the UK. We get the magnesium is bespokely made in Germany for us for that triple blend. But everything else is sourced in the UK. And we're B Corp certified as well, which is quite nice to have. We're part of By Women Built, fully female team, which is functioning very well. Sorry to the men out there, but we're surviving. We may not be very practical, but we get by. Yeah.
No, I love it. And it was a bit of a sad story in that Georgina's partner, the founding partner, passed away. Was it just last year?
Yeah, he's passed away at the start of the year, which is really sad after a long battle with cancer. So it's a couple who kind of start the business together. So Georgina and like us as a team are really trying to carry on his legacy because his last words were talking about flavors. This was his baby. He believed in it so much. So it's her, and one of her sons is actually starting to get involved now, which is really exciting. So it's fully family run, still sits with Georgina. We're currently looking for investment, but we're very much kind of running the business and trying to get it across more of the UK really, and just make people aware of how much magnesium can help you with stress, with sleep, hydration, everything really.
I really love that it's so kind of, I mean, if you're used to sugary drinks, it probably tastes quite like not sweet, but I really find it really refreshing. Like, and I like the fact that it's not so sweet.
Yeah.
Does
Definitely.
anyone else have any feedback? What? Okay.
I really like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I
Mm,
didn't
I
actually
like-
come up with the flavour, so I won't be offended if it's bad.
No, I'm not really a peachy person, but it's quite not. It's not too sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I find that as well. I think it's when people go in expecting sweet that they don't tend to like it. It's a bit of a disappointment when you're like needing a sugar rush.
Mm.
But I find it really refreshing.
That's nice. It's very nice.
No, I'm glad.
Yeah, the blackcurrant's really good as well.
Yeah, I love that one. That one's
Do you recommend it for children, or is it just is it a hard thing to like recommend?
Yeah, I wouldn't not recommend it. I only really have one a day because I found I'm quite sensitive to magnesium, so it will make me sleep. It will make me quite tired sometimes, which no one else seems to find. It just like if I have it at 6 p.m. by 8, I'm like ready to go. So
My
I
mind's ticking. I'm like, right, my
Yeah.
child that doesn't go to sleep.
no, I think
rest
it
of
might
us.
actually, yeah, it might be a good thing. It's pretty safe for like everyone, even like pregnancy, perimenopausal, like anything to do with that. It's really good for. And yeah, I just say like stress as well. That's been a big one for me. Just like unwinding, whether it's kind of something that's a bit of a treat or actually just in the middle of the day, it does really help with that and focus.
You do seem really chill.
I know. I did just do a yoga, so that might also have something to do with it. But
Aw. Cool.
yeah, can definitely.
You kindly shared a discount code as well with us, didn't you? Which I
Yes.
think was Fabulous Finds. I'll share it into the group.
Good. I don't remember it either.
Um,
Yes,
too chill. I like
I know.
code.
It's gone to my head now.
It's fine.
I'm surprised I'm even awake.
No, thank you so much. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's so nice to meet you and, you know, put a face, see one of the faces behind the brands. So thank
Yeah.
you for joining us.
Well, yeah,
Cool.
I hope you guys all enjoy. I am behind as well. If you, what am I trying to say? If you inquire anything through the website, that comes through to me. So if you ever want to chat, I am on the other side. It's not a robot.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Cheers,
guys.
Dave.
Enjoy the rest of it.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Bye.
Bye. Cool. So that's OMG Water. Brilliant. So the only other savoury on the list was the Piccalilli, which is going to be in your summer box. I'm really sorry for that. And then we got two sweet things. So I couldn't resist wishing you a happy Easter with this little chocolate bar. Cocoa Pizzazz, I keep seeing these guys. They make really interesting flavored chocolate, but also I really love the packaging. So the owner of the business, Laurie, is a Welsh company. Is like from an art, you know, an art background, and never really kind of planned to create a chocolate business, but they wanted to kind of partner good chocolate with really lovely branding and with illustrations from artists. So this is the hot cross bun chocolate. So it's a really lovely. You haven't got it either. Have you got anything else that's like extra?
We've got a bottle of this that's not on the list that we had last time.
Oh yeah, I had some extras of those, so I gave.
So that we've got that, but no, we haven't got.
I will do an extra little package for you because if you've lost if you've not got two things, then I will get that posted to you. Ah, sorry. Do you know what? I was super careful with checking your address as well because sometimes because if I don't send it to you, it doesn't get
got
right.
yeah.
And I made sure, I made sure it went on the first batch as well because I didn't want it too late.
Absolutely fabulous on that.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I will send that to you.
thank you.
Hot chocolate. So, if you everyone except for Kath and Tanya. So sorry. Try this. It is a lovely creamy kind of indulgent milk chocolate. There's no dark chocolate here. This is sort of unapologetically sweet and creamy, but has some really lovely spices in there. So you should be thinking hot cross bun flavors. So obviously hot cross buns now are like, you get cheese ones, you get well, my little girl had chocolate and salted caramel, and there's lemon, and there's so many different hot cross buns like apple, but this is based on a traditional hot cross bun. So there is vanilla, coriander, cinnamon, fennel, ginger, cloves, nutmeg, and then mulled spice flavoring as well, I think, just for an extra. So there's like the ground spices and then a kind of natural flavoring as well in there, just to kind of build it up a little bit. So you'll see, if you look into it, you can kind of see the kind of tiny flecks of spice in there. You can't taste it though, it's very well ground in. Going really smooth, creamy milk chocolate, and there's the special taste of Easter. So yeah, hopefully you're not too sick of hot cross buns by now. I broke the seal last week, which is dangerous for me. As soon as I have one hot cross bun, I'm like, it's like the same as mince pies. I find it hard to stop. So yeah, what do we think of that? What do you think of the spices? Not too in your face. Thumbs up. Joe, you liked it? It's very autumn. Yeah, autumn. I guess, yeah, with spices, you think, and it's a bit Christmassy almost, isn't it? But then Easter, again, you kind of get that kind of those spiced buns, don't you? But yeah, maybe not spring flavors, but yeah. Close your eyes and think of a hot cross bun, and then you'll be taken back to spring. Yeah, but Cocoa Pizzazz, I think you'll see them in quite a lot of like gift shops and things like that as well. But I find they did a collaboration with Spice Kitchen. So if you've ever seen their chocolates, they do like a cardamom bun one and a like a chai latte as well. So they're the ones that make it for them, and they also make for some quite big retail as well. I think they might make maybe for Selfridges or like Fortnum and Mason or someone like that. But yeah, I liked it anyway. Quite a pretty thing. And if you don't fancy spiced chocolate, you could give it as a gift for someone that does. So yeah, Cocoa Pizzazz. And if you like that kind of creamy chocolate, then buy some more, because they are really good. They're really good value as well. Yeah. So, well, I say good value. Chocolate's really expensive now, isn't it? So I think those bars are like probably retail at like £5, £4.50, £5. Does that mean I'm out of touch with what's good value? Just everything's really expensive these days, isn't it? So I'm like, there's a really good value chocolate company coming to the Good Food Show. It's called the Glorious Chocolate, and they do these shards of like chocolate bark with different flavorings and things. So, and I think they still do like 3 for £10 maybe, or 3 for 12, so you can get 3 different flavors for quite a good amount. We've got one more product left, which is from the Devon Fudge Company. Now, I decided I really wanted to put some fudge into this box, and so I set about trying to find a fudge company that I haven't shared before. I've kind of shared a couple of fudges before. So one was Rebel Fudge. I can't remember if it was like a rhubarb flavor, I think. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It was a big chunk. And this is a clotted cream fudge. And for me, clotted cream just sounds like it's just the dream. That kind of rich, creamy, it's kind of heat treated cream. So it kind of sets and has a little crust on top. And I just love it. Love clotted cream. So that in fudge, when I was deciding on the flavor, I asked my partner, Damien, I was like, oh, it's got to be like an original, like easy flavor so people can kind of, try the flavor, but it's always tempting to try something quite unusual and different. But I think this is a really good way of showing how good the fudge is. it's made by, so it's the Devon Fudge Company, which I think started before the Second World War. It's like many moons ago. And there was a man and his business partner, and they were making this fudge, and then they passed away like quite early on in their lives. And the son, who is Peter Baldwin, I'm pretty sure I've got that name right, he was doing something else. He was in like another business, and he actually decided, right, I'm going to restart this business. I'm going to learn, I've got the recipes. I'm going to learn how to make this fudge. And they use copper pans, so it's all handmade in kind of like a big batch, but it takes about an hour to make each batch, because you've got to heat it up to that temperature to kind of rather than kind of adding like thickeners and things like that. So it's all kind of made really traditionally in these copper pans. And so this is the vanilla one, and I really like the texture. So it's quite a crumbly fudge. So okay, cool. Bye. Someone's leaving. Sorry, you can't see the chat, can you? So I'm like, oh, I'm reading it. Someone just left, so goodbye. So this is the Devon Fudge Company, and this is their clotted cream fudge. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's buttery. They use like local cream, like always butter, which is obviously gives that really gorgeous flavor. So I'm not saying this is like healthy or anything, but just sometimes you just need something like that with like a nice cup of coffee or a cup of tea. So that is the Devon Fudge Company. And they also make, so some of the other flavors, they do like a Christmas pudding one, do rum and raisin. What are the other ones? I can't actually remember what I'll tell you what else they make. So I should have written this down, shouldn't I? Oh, the stem ginger would have been one that I would probably have gone for. They do Salcombe gin fudge with pink grapefruit. And then they do a salted caramel, which, to be fair, I include quite a lot. Double chocolate, where they use Belgian chocolate in there. They use a barista coffee, so like a proper coffee one. Strawberries and cream, zesty chocolate orange, and then the Christmas pudding, like I said before. So hopefully I went for the right one. It's a good way of kind of tasting a fudge. And well, I don't know if you like that. I think that's almost halfway between like a tablet and then like a creamy fudge, but I think that's quite nice. I got sent some product from a company in Whitley Bay, and it's vegan fudge. So who would like to try a vegan fudge? Because I was a little bit wary. You would. Plant-based fudge. Oh, I can't get away from, you would. Yay. Are you vegan? But you would like to try it. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe not for the next one, but she does like a raspberry ripple one. It's quite a small business as well. The problem is I was away last weekend in Nottingham, and it apparently arrived on Saturday, and I got home and I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know if my family have stolen said vegan fudge and eaten it and just like don't want to admit to it, but I cannot find the fudge. So once I found it, and I couldn't just order it without trying it, because I'm a bit wary, to be honest, if it's just got like a plant-based kind of spread in it. But I think it's oat milk, so I'll try it, and then if it's good enough I will include it. Cool. I think that's gone through everything. I feel like I always feel like I've not put enough in a box, but this time I blew my budget, and I was like, I always try really, really hard to get as much as I can in every box. So I hope this is enough. I think that it's feeling like a sign of the times that prices are just going up, and the prices for me are going up massively as well. So hopefully it's got a good balance of things in there for you. So and I'll get those the discount. There's a discount code for the Sorcerer, definitely, and OMG. And I'll put any more, I'll send them around in an email so you can see those. But I will say, what I'm going to do is close, I'll say goodbye, and then I'll stick around for a little while afterwards. So thank you for joining me in this tasting experience. I hope you've enjoyed discovering those new products, and yeah, so please do support those small businesses because it's always great. And I will see you for the summer tasting box or at the Good Food Show. Thank you.